Hello everybody, what is going on? This is Stenodux, and today I am back with the next part of our Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon in the Blade of Light walkthrough. Very excited. It's been a few weeks since I've continued this, but life's been a bit busy. I won't get into that though. Let's continue. So, this is Chapter 3, The Ghoul's Teeth. Hey Lena, things are looking bad. We had better beat it. Sounds like the Knights of Altia have arrived. This is our cue to get out of here. We're almost there, so come on. I'm sorry, but I have lost my precious men's staff. Until I find it, I cannot leave. Don't worry about me, Julian. You should flee while you can. I can use my warp staff to send you somewhere safe. I can't let you do that. If I leave you here, then why did I betray the bandits and rescue you? We can worry about your staff later. I promise I'll come back for it. Let's get there while the getting's good. Focus on that. Alright, good to know. So, we've got two allies here in Julian and Lena. Lena? I'm gonna call her Lena. That sounds right. Meanwhile, we do have our crew down here. So, let's see. Are there any other? I'm sure there's more enemies to the left. Yeah. So our priority should be to save Lena and Julian up here. So let's make our way there. So what we're probably gonna want to do actually is get these two to warp around, so I should be able to bring her down here, yes. And then if I, oh, maybe I can't warp. What happens when I click the warp button? Let's see. Okay, I'm not sure actually. So let's just start moving these two over. That way we can get them out of harm's way. Oh, I probably should have moved Julian over a little bit. Oh, we can warp. So let's warp him. Oh, is this a bad idea? Yeah, let's warp him over here. And hopefully Lena doesn't die here, because that would really stink. But in any case, let's send Marth up north to assist Lena as best he can. And we're probably going to want to start making our way to the left side of the stage as well. Sorry, left side of the map, rather. Can we visit? I don't think we can visit this town, unless we have Marth. So let's put Barst on this area here. And we're probably going to want some faster traveling units to send north to assist Marth as well. So let's send up Kane and probably Abel would be good too. And I don't know if Sita's going to be good here because they do have it's just one archer, but we'd rather not have her in harm's way. So why don't we send Sita to this area here? I think that should leave her out of harm's way. Let's visit this little house here. There are mercenaries about. Be careful. They're so skilled that they can fell you in one blow. That is not good. We definitely need to avoid that at all costs. So let's send Drog over to the left. I'm pretty much going to send everybody else to the left at this point. So we should be fine. But let's send Yegan over to the left as well. If you remember, he is our more powerful unit, and he can pretty much handle all these units by himself, but if we use him, that means that leaves our other units kind of rendered useless and they can't really level up. So we're going to send everybody else to the left, of course, again. And if we finally get there, we send everybody, we can move on. And you know what? Just for the heck of it, let's send Castor over here to assist the rest of the gang as well. And in case they need heals, we should definitely have Reese over here as well. And now we can end our turn. Alright, so the computer goes, and let's see its move. Alright, starting over from the left side, we have a mercenary going on top of the castle to protect it. Obnoxious turn because like it kind of goes back and forth between like the map as we saw earlier. Like yeah, they're sending these units back and forth, and then it'll pan back to the left. this should be fine. I guess it's supposed to be realistic to an actual player playing it. But yeah, we want to move Lena out of here, which we can't yet. So we should definitely have... Good thing is that this is a very narrow pathway, so at the very most, only 2 units are going to be able to attack one of these units at a given time. So what we'll do is we'll have Marth kind of be the person in the front, and then what we'll do is we can interchange having Kane and Abel to take the other bit of damage. But this should be fine in and itself. We have Julian the Thief here. Okay, and we want Caster because he can actually snipe people from a distance. That would be useful. Otherwise, we do have the rest of these units to the west. Looks like they're fastly approaching, so what we're gonna want is to defend this little village here so Mark can make his way back. Probably should have had him make his way left to begin with, but that's totally fine. So, Sita should not go up because she'll just get annihilated by that bow, probably even killed. So let's start sending our axe fighters west. If I can actually position them. Okay, we do have a second sniper with Gordon as well. And we're just gonna have these units stay protected. Actually, we should have Drug move over to defend this pathway. Okay. We can have Yagan protect the village. And I think that'll do it for our turn. Yeah, let's end our turn here. Now the computer goes, and let's see its move. Alright, so Martha's going to start taking some damage. Oh, look at that. I feel bad killing you, but it was your mistake to come here. Now die. Alright, so this might be a unit we can... Oh, it's Navarre. Okay. Alright, I think we could actually talk to Navarre and we recruit him. So let's do our best to do that. Marth gained some XP. He took a decent chunk of damage, but it should be fine. We can get him some heals. Make sure he doesn't die. Alright, and as I said, it's a narrow pathway, so they're just going to pretty much be lining up to take on everybody. But unfortunately, we do have an archer ready to come after Marth, so I'm hoping that he does resist, which he does just barely. So, Sita is actually the one who needs to talk to Navarre, so we actually have to send her back to the east to assist. So what that's going to leave is us having to heal up Marth. The only unfortunate thing is that I don't want to, unwillingly lead to Navarre's demise because we are defending. So what we're going to have to do is... Oh yeah, this is going to be a tough one. We're going to have to probably back out of this spot here. I actually have a good idea of how we can do this. It's going to lead to us having to... We sent Sita over, okay. What we can do is we can lead Lena over to here. And we can make sure that we warp her to a safe location so that she can speak with Navarre the next turn. So I believe this would be a safe spot in the mountains. And then, since Sita's obviously able to move across, she should be able to assist. So, let's see. We should have no, we don't have any Vulniers. That's actually a problem. A big problem indeed. So let's move Marth down. And And I'm hoping, and I think that Kane can handle himself here to take the front of the damage. And again, let's get Reese here, our healer, to heal our boy Marth, so we can properly assist the team. And I think that'll do it for our turn, because again, we are going to be trying to protect this area here, but it looks like, if I can move left, it doesn't look like these guys are approaching, and we do want to lure them out ever so slightly. So I'm going to move Drog over and see if that'll actually bring them towards us. Maybe I'll move these guys as well. But we do want them to try to attack, so we can obviously speed this process up a little bit more. I think that'll do it for the time being. So let's move on to the computer's turn, and we'll see what they end up doing. Alright, so Navarre is going to attack Kane, who has an iron sword, and oh, critical damage. We actually lost. Kane. Holy cow. Our first casualty for the walkthrough. I didn't think he was going to get a critical like that. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. And we're going to have to play it safe, because we have lost a unit. I don't know how detrimental Kane's loss truly is, but that is you know, a bit disappointing. I'm not one who really likes to lose units, but I'm trying to stay true to this Let's Play and, you know, not reset the game just for a loss. That is, of course, how the game is supposed to be played. Alright, so here's where things get a little tricky. So, okay, let's click talk. Talk to Navarre. Navarre, why is a swordsman of you worth falling in with these thieves? What was that? I have no business with women or children. Leave now. Please, help us put a stop to this pointless fighting. Lend us your strength. If you will not, then I tell you, do your worst. I am ready. I have vowed never to turn a blade on a woman. If you would risk your life to convince me, I suppose I have no choice. I will join you. Alright, so we lost somebody, we gained somebody else. So here's Navarre. And what we're going to do is we're going to right away, we're going to attack this axe user to the left of us. The Soothsayer. Oh my gosh, look at that crit. Wow, that was a... That explains why he was able to annihilate Kane. Well, I probably should have protected him a bit more, but you live and you learn. So next, let us... actually, we should probably save the rapier as best we can. Let's attack the Soothsayer here. We should be able to finish him off. Nice. 9 damage, able to KO. Marth gains 40 XP. And now what we're going to do is we're going to heal Marth once again. Probably gets him to full health, and it does indeed. Now, as far as the, you know, buildings up north, we can actually get a flank. We can flank them from the side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send some of these farther ranged or moving units up. Actually, I have to take out this axe user anyway. So let's send, I think Abel can handle it. Or maybe I should send him left. Yeah, you know what we'll do instead is I'll send him, we'll send him west to assist our units over here, because it doesn't look like those enemies are fighting over there. So let's start sending these guys over there, and what we'll do is we'll send the ones that are up north, Navarre, Sita, Marth, and Reese, and they can actually flank from the side. They should be able to handle it, because they got to take care of those other units anyhow. And I think, alright, so yeah, let's try to, we really got to try to lure him out here. So let's, say, does that put him in too much of harm's way? That's the question. I don't think it would. He does have an iron sword equipped, I believe. If only I could actually properly move him. I'm having trouble on this new controller that I'm using. A little bit finicky, not terrible. So, okay, I have the sword equipped, which is good against these axe users. Let's visit. Hunters are stronger attackers than archers, but they're weaker in defense. They should avoid close-range combat at all costs. Alright. And then what we'll do is we'll send Barst here. Let's figure out what this house is going to tell us. Improve your skill, and you'll have a better chance at landing critical hits. Increase your speed, meanwhile, and you'll find it easier to dodge enemy attacks, okay? So speed's pretty much evasiveness. That's good to know. We'll send Cord here. I believe this was Agma, who is our other mercenary. We do have Board. Let's send Board forward to help assist. And I don't want to put Gordon in harm's way, but I think this is as far as he can go. I think that should be fine. We'll send Agma over here as well. Again, we don't want to level up, what's his name? Why can't I remember? Jagen. I wanted to call him Yaskier because of The Witcher for some reason. Alright, so we're going to end our turn here, and we're going to see what happens next. Alright, here we go. First attack is a Soothsayer against, was this Cord? I couldn't see it, I can't see now. Okay, it is Cord. Cord's going to counterattack with 10 damage, a very nice hit. Cord's going to follow up for the KO. What a turn. Alright, Cord. Alright, now this other Soothsayer. Is that what they're called? Soothsayer. It's a very weird word to pronounce. It's going to start attacking. Drug only takes 1 damage. He's going to counterattack. Oh, unfortunately it does dodge. But let's see if he does do a follow-up, and let's see if he can hit him this time. He does for a solid 9 damage. That's actually pretty good. That he was able to come back with a decent counterattack. Alright, moving back to the east. Martha's going to get attacked by this Soothsayer. Let's call him a Sooth. I'm going to call him a Sooth instead, because Soothsayer just, it makes me want to, like, mess up the word. So, this Sooth attacks. Martha does a nice follow-up for a nice 14 damage total. Oh, and Sita is getting attacked, unfortunately. But we should be able to take him out. Okay. That's fine. Sita's going to counterattack with the Iron Sword and only do 4 damage. But she does do a follow-up. Maybe crit here? No, just another 4 damage, but that's okay. And now we have an Archer approaching, which we are going to have to take out, of course. So let's start... yeah, let's start our counterattacks, or counteroffensive. Let's use our Iron Sword. Let's use our Iron Sword against this Sooth. Should be able to take it out just to this hit. Yep. Quite indeed. And Martha's going to level up to level 4. Skill increased by 1. Weapon level increased. Luck. And I think that was max HP. Alright, so let us... I'm going to try to move Sita again out of harm's way here, in case that Archer is able to approach. I don't think it can, but always good to play it safe. Here's our counter-offensive. Sita's going to attack. Nice 4 damage. If she can pull off a crit, that would be fantastic. To potentially take him out. Oh, no, instead it's just a simple dodge. Where that leaves us vulnerable is I was going to use this turn to take Navarre and start moving north more to take out that Archer. Unfortunately, what that's going to leave us is having to take out this Soothsayer, which Navarre, again, with a nice critical, he's going to be a very dangerous unit, but a very useful unit for us. I'm not going to be able to heal Sita, unfortunately, so we are going to have to just leave Reese here. This Archer shouldn't be able to reach Sita, because the farthest he's going to reach is in the confines of this square here, which I don't believe can reach Sita unless it has the ability to reach Sita. I don't think so. It's just a bow. It should only be able to attack from 2 spaces. But, alright, let's move back west here. We are going to want to start moving Drog forward. What we're going to do is we're going to send Board to finish off this guy here with his axe. And a nice 11 damage from Board. Gains 24 XP. Now let's start moving Drog forward. He should be fine. I think he is impenetrable by these these arrows. I don't think they can do much damage, if not any damage. But I'll leave him here. That should be a good space for him. Let's move Gordon to the west. I'm going to start moving everybody pretty much. Send Barst. What was his health at? 13 of 20? Okay, well, we should probably start getting him some heals. We can afford to move him back. You know what? Let's move him back just a little less. We should be able to give him heals, but just in case we can't. Okay, come on, let's move Agma forward. Alright, we're gonna send Abel. Unfortunately, again, we did lose Kane, so we don't have many farther-reaching units. Anymore, at least. Lena's gonna move. I think she only has warp, though, no heals. Julian the Thief, I believe, can move a very far distance, which is nice. And again, Yagan. Oh, you know what I realized? We are going to have to send Marth back south. So, I should probably make him come down here so he can actually get to this village and, you know, find what's there. Alright, so next turn, and we have Draw getting attacked, which he should be able to hold his own, no problem. He takes, again, 1 damage. He's a very powerful unit, very good powerhouse with a total of 9 damage there. Follow-up for 9 damage. Now, Drug's going to be useful here, but once we start seeing more mages, we are going to have to keep him safe because he can get instantly annihilated by those. So that's something we do have to keep an eye out for. The Archer moving towards Navarre. Again, not able to attack Sita, which is good. Navarre does take 4 damage here, but that is totally fine. Totally expected as well. So let's start moving Marth to the west, so we can get to that village where Yagan is. And might as well just use Navarre and finish off this guy here, this Archer. Total of 10 damage, doesn't get the crit, but he probably will here, honestly. No, he doesn't, but he does take him out, no problem, which is good news, for sure. He does level up, and I'm noticing that this guy is going to be an incredible unit to have. And it's good that we ended up, good that I ended up looking up how to actually unlock him instead of, you know, trying to wait till later on. And I've only played through this game, or a version of this game, once, and that was on the DS. So is that a healer? What is this? That's a thief. So I don't want to move Sita too much where she can be vulnerable, but I also want to move her far enough where she can start, you know, making her way, you know, downtown. Alright, so next I'm gonna let's move Drog on this little space here. He can get heals and pretty much just defend indefinitely because these guys aren't going to be able to attack much. The archers might be a little tough for these other units, but I don't think it should be too much of a big deal. But let's move them far enough forward where they can start breaching, you know, their defenses. Let's get Gordon. Is this Gordon, right? Yeah, that's Gordon. Let's start getting Gordon and Caster close enough where they can also start counterattacking the archers when they start attacking themselves. Alright, so Julian, again, will move. It is tough, I gotta say. I feel like moving the units is a bit of a lengthy process. Not completely terrible, but, you know, just... Okay, cool. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I believe. Okay, so we don't have much warps. I actually want to save them at this point in case we end up needing them badly. because we don't necessarily need to warp him to this spot. He can reach it himself. But I thought that if I warped him, he could get heals and then move later. Actually, no, that wouldn't even work, so never mind. Forget that idea. Let's move Abel forward. This is Abel. Okay, we have Abel, we lost Cain. I gotta remember which one because they obviously look the same. Let's send Agma forward. Now, the only way the archers can attack, or only person, or persons that they can attack is Drug. And that should be fine for us. Probably should move Lena to the right so that she could assist Marth in warping him towards the village to visit, so we can actually, take care of that sooner. But that should be fine. That gives the other units a little more of a chance at the spotlight. Nice 8 damage from Drug, and he's going to counterattack. I'm sorry, follow up rather, for another 8 damage, which is very, very, very good. Oh, the archers actually don't attack. Okay, that's interesting. I thought that they would. Alright, so Marth's going to be able to visit the village on this next turn. And now we want to start making our way towards this thief here. Which Navarre can start making his way over there. And you know what we should do, actually, is we'll actually heal up Sita, or maybe we should just wait so we can save Reese's heals for a more dangerous opportunity. We can move Sita on one of these buildings so she can heal up. So that should be fine now. Let's start moving Cord over. He was able to heal. As you can see, he's now at full health. In the newer games, it shows them heal up. In this game, you kind of just heal up between turns, and it doesn't really kind of showcase that. Kind of like that better. Kind of a waste of time watching that, but that is fine. So let's send Gordon forward. He does have the bow gun or the steel bow. I don't know if the bow gun can actually do anything different than the steel bow. Honestly, he is low, so let's just use the bow gun. I feel like the bow gun would be weaker. That's something I'm going to have to research, honestly. Okay, Gordon gains 26 XP. He's close to leveling up. But, okay, he does get a Vulnerary. That is good. We can send Board forward now. Actually, no. Is he... How is his HP? His HP is actually good. We can actually start by attacking this archer. And let's see how much he does. He does a total of 12 damage. Does he follow up here is the question. He does not. That's totally fine. Actually, to be expected. Let's send Abel up. And he can attack that archer. It's going to leave them both weak. 8 damage, and he's probably going to follow up here. Maybe gets a crit? No, he does not. But does a total of 16 damage. He is 2 hits away from his defeat. And he does level up. Okay? Let's send Barst forward. And how far can he go? He cannot... Okay, he can only go up to this space. Probably going to want to finish off at least one of these guys, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. With this. Drog going to finish him off. Drog gains XP. Now let's move Barst forward onto this space here. Alright, now we're going to move everybody else far enough to advance. That should do it. We're going to keep Lena close to warp Marth once he's over at the village to speed that process up a little bit more. Unless I should wait. Nah, it should be fine. Alright, let's end our turn. Alright, Sooth attacks, and let's see what he does. Board dodges, very nice board. Let's see your counterattack, and a nice 11 damage. Board does gain some XP. He levels up and gains a lot of skills up. Sorry, abilities, or what are they called? Stats. Wow, couldn't think of the word here. Sooth attacks Navarre. Navarre doesn't care. With his counterattack, he does a nice 12 damage, and he follows up for another 12, which is a lot more than he even needed. But Navarre just single-handedly annihilates with a nice counterattack. And the Archer's going to start making his way north. I think he's afraid. I think he knows that his doom is coming. But now Martha's able to visit his village and get some of the goodies that are there. You youngsters sure do have stamina. Since you made it all the way up here, what say I give you this axe? Not bad, huh? Not so fast. This devil axe consumes the lives of those who wield it. If I were you, I wouldn't use it in battle. Mark my words. Alright, well, that kind of feels like a bittersweet thing to have. Like, it's neat, but, you know, is it going to be that useful for us? That is the question. Can see to make her way up there? No, she can't, so she can only get to this tower here, so we'll have her wait there. But now let's have Navarre start making his way. He doesn't honestly need to flank at this point. We can honestly keep these guys here and not worry about moving them. What we do need is to move Marth so he can obviously, you know, make his way west. And I think what I'm going to do to save him for more of a rainy... no, you know what? Let's just... I think we can buy more warps in the future. So let's just move Marth as far enough away as we can. Which, wow, we could warp him wherever we want. Let's do this. So she warps, he warps. And now he's, you know, he's right over here, which is awesome. That's actually very cool. Now let's finish our counteroffensive here. Let's use Gordon to finish off this unit. And does he follow up? He does indeed. That one was a crit. If only he could have led with the crit. And he does level up. Lots of stats leveled up as well. Okay, so there's Drug. Can our thief Julian actually progress forward enough to attack? He cannot. So let's... Okay, Bars is on a higher level than Board. Cord's in the back, right? I think he's only level 3. He is, but that should be fine. We can send Board forward or from the get-go. We'll just have him attack this archer here. Finish him off. Oh, the Soothsayer does dodge. That was not the best scenario. But we can send this guy forward, and let's use the Iron Sword. And we are able to finish him off this time with Able. Alright, now let's start our next attack. We could use Bars, but we're going to send Drug to make sure that we can actually handle this guy appropriately. He does look a bit more powerful, so I'm hoping that this isn't too detrimental to us. He does a nice 2 damage with what looks like a boomerang, I guess. I didn't see his weapon, unfortunately. But let's start by moving some of these guys, not all of them, up north to assist the gang. Let's send Barst forward. And that's honestly all we should have to do. So let's end our turn. And let's see how the computer attacks this turn. He's going to attack Board this time. Board does dodge, very nice of him to do. Board counterattacks with a solid 9 damage. The man follows up with 7. And Board does gain some XP, so not too bad of a turn, actually. I see there are shops to the north here. Can we make our way through to reach it? And we can, I forget, is this the arena or the shop? Okay, no, this is the armory. Welcome to my shop, and we can buy some things. It would be good to pick up some stuff here. What we need is a good question. We do have enough funds to appropriately handle all this. Would be always good to get a... You can't use that. You okay with that? Yes, so we know that he can't use it, but I guess we couldn't we go to a convoy later on to send those those things. I guess we could. I guess we could send Board up that way. So let's send Board up here to attack. Let's use a hammer this time and see how much damage that does. Hyman does dodge. He counterattacks, and ooh, Board is not looking too good. We really need to take care of this guy this turn. So let's use Marth. Let's use our Iron Sword and hope that we can finish him off or get close to. That only does 4 damage. That's not looking too good. Hyman counters with 6 damage. Marth follows up, and he dodges. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty dangerous now. We're not doing as much damage as I thought we would be doing. So we really got to take care of this guy before he, you know, takes out one of our units. You know what? I feel safer with the bowgun here, because I at least know that does a decent bit of damage. Hyman dodges, does a counterattack. Gordon follows up, and it only does 3 damage. Yeah, this is actually looking pretty dangerous, I'm not going to lie. Alright, let's start with Bars next, and we'll use a steel axe and hope that we do enough damage to make this a little bit safer. Hyman dodges, counterattacks for 7 damage, follows up with another 7 damage, and Bars doesn't do a follow-up, which is very, very, very bad. I'm very terrified for this next turn, I'm not going to lie. And this is just a hand axe. This is just a hand axe doing this. But does Drog finish him? Does Drog do the job? He does not. He does not follow up either. Okay, we can't do much here. In fact, we can't do anything anymore. Unless Abel has a javelin. I believe he has a javelin. Abel is our last chance to make sure that we don't take any damage on this next turn. Does he do it? He does! He does do it! Oh my goodness, Abel with the MLG MVP play. Wow, he just saved the day. Holy cow. And just like that, all the units are done. What a turn. What a turn, indeed. Now we end turn, and this is pretty much done. I'm going to cut to Marth. What I'm going to do here is I'll cut to Marth, obviously going on this, but what I'm going to do right now is check out the armory, just to make sure we can properly kit up our units. Alright, everybody. So, I ended up kitting everybody for the most part. I got new items for those who needed it, like Navarre. I got a new sword. I ended up giving Lena the Mend ability, and Sita and Marth now have Boniaries, just in case. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to use Marth, and we're going to move into the castle to seize, and then we can progress. And that's where we'll end off once we read the dialogue. Prince, look, the bandits left 15,000 gold in the castle's vaults. We can use this money to supply ourselves with equipment. Tomorrow we will arrive in Eurelis. For tonight, rest well. To be continued, which is where we will end off, so we're going to save the game. Save complete, would you like to continue playing? And we see Anna there. We will say no. But at the very least, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, of course, please be sure to like and subscribe. And stay tuned for the continuation of this Let's Play. And hopefully I can do next week. Take care, and as always, happy gaming!